Good Thursday morning to you. I'm Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Martich, and this is your outlook for September 18th, 2014. And we're going to have another pleasant day once again today, and we're going to have a cold front that's going to move down from the north here. It's going to come through fairly quickly and basically unnoticeable. I mean, it's sitting up here like this, going to very quickly move through our coverage area, and when it does, we're going to have a wind shift from a generally westerly direction to a northwesterly direction here. So that's probably going to take place this afternoon when that rolls through here, through most of the area, and we should stay dry. There were some indications that a very small chance of an isolated shower exists in these areas here that I'm circling here, but if you see something here, I mean, it's going to be pure luck, maybe a 1 in 10 or less chance of getting a quick shower out of any trough axis moving through here. This is not going to be anything that we're expecting to produce precipitation today, so it should come through with just a couple clouds accompanying it, but that's about it. Other than that, you're not really going to notice it except for the wind shift, and you'll know when the wind shift to northwest and pick up a little bit. You'll know that the front has passed. So that's today, and then we get into tonight. That's going to set the stage for some cold temperatures, and we're going to take a look at the NAM here. This is actually taking a look at overnight lows that are expected on the NAM here, and it is pretty much in agreement with the GFS. Generally low 50s down here by Philadelphia, and out by also same thing out by the Harrisburg area. But you get into the interior areas here and up a little bit further north here. It has Allentown at 44. It has Scranton at 42. And then as you get up, at 40 in northwest PA, some areas up here that are in these lighter colors here, these are all in the 30s. And so we will have some frost to deal with, we think, for mainly these areas that are to the north here. And might get some isolated frost spots in Sussex County, New Jersey, or up in that area, and of northwest New Jersey also. So anywhere up in the Poconos here are susceptible for the first frost. Not looking at anything heavy for a frost, but maybe a light frost is possible, especially in the valley locations, and that will be in the overnight hours overnight tonight. Going to move a little bit forward from that point, which is overnight tonight. This high pressure here is going to set over area here on Friday, and that's going to allow these temperatures to stay kind of right where they are, very much below normal. This is Friday afternoon. Temperatures are going to be struggling to get out of the 60s in many locations for northern and central areas. I do think you're going to get into the 70s here as you get into the southern areas, though, just because it's that much warmer, just moving a little bit further south here. But still going to be a very chilly day. And then this high pressure that's sitting here over eastern New England is going to drift off the coast and head due east from this point. So this high pressure is sitting right here. We're expecting to head due east, and that's going to allow the return flow around this high pressure moving offshore to become more southerly and then southwesterly as we head into Saturday and Sunday respectively. And what that's going to do is allow these temperatures to rise. And we talked about this in yesterday's video as well. There's the high pressure right there, and you see where it's heading due east here and off the coast. Meanwhile, system passing to our north here will not affect our coverage area. This trailing cold front that is associated with it will affect the area here, but it looks like it's going to happen very late overnight Sunday night. So we're going to move this a little bit forward yet, and here's a look at later in the day on Sunday. Showers that maybe even a thunderstorm could move ahead of this and break the heat that we're talking about on Sunday. When we're talking about heat, we're not talking about extreme heat. Here is a look at the most aggressive model, the European, showing temperatures in the lower 80s here. But I don't think, the GFS is more like in these same areas. Generally, the darkest reds here where it's showing these low to mid 80s here. The GFS is actually indicating near 80 degrees, and I think that's probably a little bit more likely. So still going to be warm on Sunday, but we're not talking about ridiculously warm or very hot. And we're going to get to, as soon as I change this here, we're ready to get back to the models here. And this is the cold front coming through later in Sunday. That's going to break the warm spell that we're having here. But we think most of this is going to come in the overnight hours in between midnight and 6 a.m. on Monday, early Monday. So but you get one of those deals again where most of you are sleeping and it moves through, and then temperatures will drop during the day on Monday, And high pressure is moving back in for early next week, and we're going to get in back in this pattern here again, where we're going to be into these really cool temperatures and below normal temperatures, struggling to get out of the 60s, and nighttime lows in the lower 40s, and in many areas some 30s again as we head into next week, and especially on those nights when we have the clear skies and the calm winds, we can be dealing with some frost. We will cross that bridge when we get there, and in the meantime, I'm Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Martrich, and that is your outlook for September 18th, 2014. Have a great Thursday.